What's going on, all you furballs? It's Dr. Wookie. Of all the nodes, of all the projects, 2024, I'm not kidding. This is the one I'm the most excited about. I'm begging you, do not miss out on this. This is such a simple win in my opinion. And you guys know I'm super transparent, okay? I'm dropping $50,000 on this project. 100 nodes, okay? We had a good bull pump. You know, we got some good profits right now. And for me, I'm going to take those profits. I'm going to roll them into this project that I know I'm going to be earning for years and years. Okay. I don't want that tiny little gain. I want some long-term gain here. Okay. We're going to be going through everything that is the Impossible Cloud Network here. And I'm going to convince you why this is a simple win in my opinion. Okay. So first off, I like to jump into all the node and node information so that we get that out of the way, and any questions people have, the chapters are down below for you to follow along. And as always, I'm giving away 2 nodes for this project. So if you buy a node, every node purchase you do enters you into winning one of those 2 free nodes. I'll be doing the drawing 1 week after the public sale ends. And of course, if you use my code DOCTOR, you get 10% off as well. So that's super awesome. All the links are down below that we're going to be covering today. So here's their little ICN node sale tier list, okay? So first off, what I want to make very clear is there aren't going to be 25,000 tier 1 nodes available on the public sale. It's going to be about 1,500, okay? That's how many are already allocated to other groups, projects. They have been building this up for years, and they already have revolving income, okay? That's why I'm super crazy excited for this team, okay? They did lock in the prices. So tier 1 is going to be 0.13 ETH and tier 2 is 0.17 Ethereum, okay? Now this is wrapped Ethereum on Arbitrum. Okay, they're going to say that you can do it on Base as well, but if you do it on Arbitrum, you don't have to do any kind of KYC. Okay, there will be no KYC to claim your tokens later. So anybody who might be in the US or some other place, if they use a VPN to purchase their nodes through Arbitrum, there's no issues as long as you don't buy more than $10,000 worth on Arbitrum. So yeah, for me, maybe I have 5-6 wallets, guys, that I'm going to be utilizing to make this progression. Now, right now, at this moment, I do have a few whitelist spots left. If you're not already part of my Discord, why not? The link's down below. It's super easy to join. But everybody already claimed the tier 1 spots there. There's 6 tier 2 spots left. 9 of those already claimed, and there's some tier 3 spots as well. So you can always jump in there, shoot me a message if you want to try to grab one of these. So I think I covered all those very specific node information here. December 3rd, 10 a.m. UTC is when the whitelist goes live. So 10 a.m. is a horrible time for me because for mountain time, that is 3 a.m. Blech. Eastern time, that's 5 a.m. Now the public sale is going to be December 5th. So 2 days after that, December 5th at the same time, 10 a.m. UTC. Whoa. What happened to my voice right there? So let's jump into the absolute crazy bullishness of this project, okay? So they're going to be the first depin to outcompete Web 2. No, they're not joking. They talk about some of the other blockchain projects, Filecoin, even Aether, Impossible Cloud here. And really, they're going to be challenging a centralized cloud service providers. That means Amazon Web Services, Google, no joke, right? So in the market right now, we have 2,000 depin projects for a $70 billion market cap, guys. That's how much is currently in the whole depin project setting right now. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on this. They're on track to truly challenge the cloud giants, okay? So industry-leading traction, already $95 million of implied token valuation. They have $18 million raised already, okay, from other investors, VCs, projects. Greater than 1,000 paying enterprise customers. You can look at their Web 2 website, okay? This is a Germany-based company. They already have $3 million of signed annual revenue with businesses, with a planned $32 million of planned annual revenue by the end of 2025. Do you guys understand what that means? $32 million a year. I mean, this is such a solid win for me here. And of course, expanding their Web3 buzz. So here are some of the guys. Okay, these are the two founders, and if you look them up, they actually founded Good Games Studios, which they led to a $1 billion revenue, 1,400 employees, NASDAQ listed. That's right, they founded that, right? So these two are co-founders for Impossible Cloud Network. Kai, he has a PhD in, I'm going to get mixed up. I think this one is, he's got his law degree, his legal degree, mathematics, physics, and then Christian Call over here has like PhD in neuroscience. Really intelligent guys here, strong team. So let's keep jumping into just some great research here provided to us by Impossible Finance. So they're really kind of talking about, the revenue and growth here, okay? When compared to the $12.3 million that depin Ninja had, they already are having $3 million of that ARR, and like I said, a projected $32.7 million by the end of Q4 2025. Here you can kind of see some of their images they have of what their annual revenue is for the different quarters, and already just the progression that they have been making, which has been absolutely stupendous from our side. So like I said, they're reaching greater than 1,000 paying enterprise customers in only 3 quarters, getting 100 million files uploaded, 1.5 billion client storage operations. I mean, this team and what they have already built, which is what is exciting, right? This is already solid and built. Going back to the nodes, more questions people have, right, is by the end of January is the goal, right? So I'm going to be having obviously I'll do an installation video as always. You can have more than one license on a VPS because these are oracles that are going to be functioning, and we'll go deep into that and their function here shortly, okay? But all of this right here, showing how many depin projects are out there, $73 billion market cap with all those different depin projects in the crypto space. And for the crypto space, only a $12.5 million annual revenue right now, right? And Impossible Cloud Network already has $3 million. This one is going to blow up. And what's exciting is how much we're going to be getting right away when the TGE occurs, which we'll talk about in a second here. So the supply side currently, this is a Germany-based company. They have Netherlands, Poland, Denmark, USA are some of the different locations that they have already functioning and working, looking to expand to 20 plus locations afterwards. And some of the areas they show here, obviously they zoom on Europe. We have one in the US already, and all these white ones is what they have planned to open in 2025. So look at this. We're talking worldwide and even more places in Europe. And right here, if you don't see it, HIPAA compliant. That's incredible. HIPAA compliant security and how safe this cloud storage is going to really be able to drive some incredible business use from a lot of folks just in the world. So here's how the oracles are functioning, okay? Because obviously we have our hardware providers, right? So they're all down here. This is our hardware layer. And then this is the monitoring and trust layer. This is where the oracles come in. This is where the nodes that you're purchasing are coming in, okay? Your oracles, they work by pinging different hardware places and making sure they're up, they have the uptime, they have the requirements, they're functioning properly, they're quick to function. That's what these guys are doing so that this network is superb, right? The data and how fast things come, they're 20% faster than other competitors out there like Amazon Web Services, okay? So they're already faster, and using the oracles makes sure that this is the most streamlined and beautiful network system that we have out there. Now, for the hardware providers, there is going to be some options for you with the Oracle nodes to I don't remember if it's like you kind of like provide some collateral with your node to certain hardware providers to get a little bit more token in the future. But that'll be like future videos once we really get the breakdown of all that. So let's go to the tokenomics section here. So token allocation, okay? Yeah, team, 22%. You might think that's big, but they don't get to touch any of that for a whole year. Investors, same thing, 22%. You might think that's big. Same thing, guys. They cannot touch it for a whole year, okay? So that's a big, cool thing. We'll talk about, the vesting schedule, which I believe the team was 3 years. Investors might be 3 years as well, which we'll talk about in a second. And then nodes right here, 20% is going to go to the nodes. And you get 15% of what you can earn over all those years right away at the token generation event. Now, I'm going to caution you guys. I mean, do what you want, right? Make your own decisions. I'm not a financial advisor or planner, but I sure as heck am not going to sell my 15% right away at TGE. I think that's like the dumbest thing you can do. So here's the graphs here. You can see we have that 1 year 12-month mark is when the team and the investors are able to start getting some of those funds. And then by 36 months, so 3 years, is their vesting schedule. Okay. And then you can see, of course, nodes are going to be earning for a long time. What is that? A good 5 years there. And the rewards reserve partner fund is, dexes, centralized exchanges, all that kind of fun stuff as well. And I believe the eco dev fund is going to have to do with some of those hardware providers as well. So if you want, you can like pause this for a moment, take a look at the chart here if you need to look at the specific numbers. The node sale, it's going to be 140 million tokens. Like I said, 0 to 48 months is kind of the gradual release, but it does look like, let's see up here, it looks like we're going to be earning till 60 months. I'm sure there will be some kind of way. Oh, no, yeah, it shows right here, right? It does cut off. So 4 years. Of course, by that time, there's going to be some way to incentivize the oracles to continue running, of course, like all the projects. Here's the fundraising here. Pre-seed, the founders themselves put $3.3 million into this in 2021 right away. Here's your top tier VCs that put $7.7 million, and then a seed extension with more investors, another $7 million, bringing it to an $18 million funding already to get all this in place and running. Their roadmap right now, they're already in phase 1. They've been working with the testnet. They're moving on to phase 2, which is going to be mainnet, obviously wanting to get that up as soon as possible. The goal being the end of January for me to be able to develop put out a video on how to install these oracles for you guys as well. And then, of course, just as we progress, really enhancing everything that's being done, extending the functionalities of those oracles with more trustless proofs. And then, of course, just continuing down. You can read through, pause this if you want to as well. They are going to be a hyperscaler, so they're going to really be able to compete largely with AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud, which is just extremely exciting because if they break into any of this, we are going to be so happy. They're just showing some differences of backup duration for like cloud versus Wasabi, number of parallel connection threads, the upload throughput for 1 megabyte object using different connections. Was that qubit or qubit? Impossible cloud, being like 10 times faster with 128 client connections. And then, of course, I talk about some fully diluted valuations of some of these other coins out there, like Filecoin, Render, Aether. Aether, I believe, is around like token like 220 right now. I think Impossible Cloud Network will beat them, if not at least be around the same as well. So I'm definitely excited, looking forward to kind of everything they're building here. We already went over the initial allocation. I'll put all these links down below so you can check them out as well yourself. And of course, jump on Twitter, make sure you're following them so that whenever you have some questions, or you can read, some of the frequently asked questions that they have about the node sale. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.